How long does it take a fat lip to heal?
Hello, the swelling should be reabsorbed over the next few days so that you won't even see it by the weekend. Have fun at Disney. P. S. Popsicles can decrease the swelling and he may not fight them. Smile.
Thank you for your answer. I'm so distraught by the way it looks. I know it could have been a lot worse, but my precious little boy, yikes. It looks like we slugged him. The guilt of it is that I watched it happen from a foot away. And in an instant, his lip was swollen and basically just got bigger and bigger until he went to sleep 3 hours later. I feel like a horrible mom right now, and I'm just praying that his lip will be perfect by the weekend, you say? I'm crossing my fingers for an overnight miracle. Thank you for your help. Hi again. So my son's fat lip is no longer fat. That's the good news. On the other hand, there's now a big blister-looking spot mostly on the lip, but it does cross the lip/skin line on the top. I've been using Neosporin today to keep it moist. Any thoughts as to how long until the sore heals and whether you think it will scar?
The Neosporin is good for keeping it moist, and will help it not get infected. You want the tent of the blister to remain as long as it will. With active little boys, that may not be long, so don't obsess if it's already broken. This should heal as well, probably before your vacation's over, and while there may be a scar in the short term, it should fade in a matter of weeks to months.
Reply to Schuyler_ANP's post. What I'm so confused about is that the incident itself caused a tiny bit of blood on the inside of his mouth for a second, but it never was bleeding on the outside, so why would there be a blister, and is that the same thing as a scab? And, when you say that it will probably heal before the vacation ends, and thank you for that, what did you mean that there may be a scar for the short term? Thank you.
A blister is a closed injury with tissue fluid inside. Kids love to play with the fluid and make it go back and forth. A scab is a dry accumulation of healing tissue over the top of a sore. When the tent, the top, of a blister collapses and the fluid leaks out, you will form a scab. You want to keep either of them moist to reduce scarring. Any healing lesion will be pinkish and scarred looking for several weeks as the healing progresses and normal turnover of skin cells occurs. It may look red for several weeks but will eventually fade, so it probably won't even be noticeable at all by summer.
Reply to Schuyler_ANP's post. Okay. Thank you so much for everything.
If you have a health question and want to chat with a doctor now, visit justanswer.com/ythealth.